see. And now if you want a short term, you can give a short text to it like ABC. If you want, you can put the country, that is US, and then within US you can select the region, to which region that particular company belongs to. There's many different country names over here on your screen: Alaska, American Samoa, California, Florida and all, Hawaii, then Indiana, Illinois, a lot of different names. So whichever reason you feel, you can take that over here. Suppose I take it as NY, that is New York. So that is what has been taken. Now moving on, you can fill your options like address over here as well, whatever you need to fill it as. So you can take all those things, like I have taken. Even if you want to change your city, then you can change your region also over here as per the city now. So you can search for Texas, so that is over here TX, that is Texas region has been taken up. And now if you want, you can fill these further details on the below part. However, these are optional, you can fill or you can leave them blank also, but it is better if you have the details, it should be filled, so that these data can be picked up in any of the reports and other details. But if you leave them blank, you will not be able to generate these things in anywhere, any reports or any printout or anything as such. So it's up to you. If you want to put the communication detail over here, you can put the communication details as well. Else we can move on and we can click onto this, the green right tick mark, or we can enter on the screen and this data will be taken up. So enter. So you can see now the data has been taken up in the request now. So the same request will be taken up now, and in the same request will be saving again and again the same customization. However, we can create multiple requests for the same as well, but we don't need it at this point of time. So we'll be taking it in the same request number, the customization of company code also. And now we can click onto this continue, and your configurations are saved with the request. So you can see the message has been generated, data was saved. So now we have created the company code also, that is the step which has been done. So now moving to the configuration steps, the first step we have completed. We have completed the second one as well, and now we need to move on to the third configuration step, that is to assign the company to the company code. So if you don't assign one company to the another company to the company code, you will not be able to correlate, or you will not be able to put a relation to each other. So that is why we need to assign these to each other, so that the relation can be set or the link can be set between one another. So for the assignment now, we need to go back to the path. We can now close this pop-up screen over here, and then we have moved now over here onto the screen. So you can see now there are certain options like define or definition and then assignment. So for creating any configuration step in the enterprise structure, we need to go to definition, and for assigning one to another we need to go to the assignment. So let's go to the assignment, expand, and then expand the financial accounting part also. And once we have expanded the financial accounting, you can find the first option, that is assign company code to company. Now we can go and we can click onto this symbol or execute, and now once we have, it will take you to the next screen. So over here you can find your company code on the first column. This is COCD, which refers to company code, and you can find your company code is over here 2100, and your city is Texas. And now we can define the company. So the company means the group company, so you can assign the group company over here. So now we can go, if you don't remember your group company, what was the code, what was the 4-digit or 6-digit character code you had, then you can go to this option over here, click on it, and it will give you the list of different companies within the SAP system. So you can see now the one which we have created was 2000, that is ABC groups, and we can enter on it. So once entered, this particular company has been selected over here. So you can see now the company code 2100 has been assigned with the company 2000, and now we can save this screen. So once you save, the relationship is set and the assignment is done. As you can see, assign company code to company. So now the company code has been assigned to the company. As you can see, the message data was saved. That means the relationship now has been saved. So this is how we have defined the assigning the company to the company code. And now moving on to the next is defining the business area. So now, before moving on to defining the business area, it is important to understand what is business area all about. So business area is an organizational unit of financial accounting that represents a separate area of operations or responsibilities within an organization, and to which value changes recorded in financial accounting can be allocated. Even with the help of business area, you can create financial statements, and you can use these statements for various internal reporting purposes. So in simple terms, a business area is used to divide your business or your organization business into different operations or responsibilities, or it can be regions, or can be branches also. Or even a more practical example can be taken, that like in a manufacturing concern, they have got different number of plants for manufacturing purposes. So every plant can be given a business area. So what happened with that is that when every plant has got a business area, so whatever the transactions which take place in the SAP system for any of the plant, they need to put that particular business area while posting those transactions. So those business area become mandatory for those plants whenever they do the transactions to put the business area. So once you put those business area as a mandatory part, the every transactions get recorded with that business area. So with that business area, the organization is able to find the financial statement for a particular plant also. So it gives you an advantage that till before SAP, the organization was been able to have the financial statement as a for a legal entity, but now the enterprise or the organization can have financial statement as per the plant also, on the basis of the business area. So they can simply have a look of the financials, and they can decide the income statement, the liabilities and the assets of a respective plant, and they can analyze accordingly as per the different plant to plant financial status or financial statement uh, health. Similarly, you can divide your business area. That is one of the scenario that you can use the business area as per plant to plant, and practically this has been used in many of the clients which has been done. So otherwise, you can even use business area for different reasons also. So every region can be given a business area. So for that particular reasons, for that particular transactions, that business area has to be assigned or has to be put in, so that the transaction can be posted with a business area basis, and it will be able to generate reports for region to region wise also. So how we can do in the SAP part, let's see how we can create the business area. So moving on to the SAP system, to create, we need to again go to the definition part. So we need to go back to this definition, then expand, moving to the financial accounting, then again expanding it, and in this you can find define business area. So once you want to go and define the business area, you need to click onto this symbol, and now you can see the screen has been generated. So over here you have got the option now that you can go to new entries, and it is up to you whether you want to go for the business area as per plant wise, or as per the region wise, or as per the branch number wise, or as per the different operations. So it varies from client to client or from organization to organization as per the requirement. So suppose I create a business area of 2000 and then 2010. Similarly, you can create 2020, 2030, and you can name them as different region or different plant. Like I gave it as plant 1, the next can be given up as plant 2. Similarly, you can give it as plant 3, the third one. And you have any plant specific name, then you can even assign the plant name over here as well. So these are the different plant name has been assigned. I have given these as a name wise. You can put a different plant to plant description accordingly. And once you have created these, you can go and you can save this screen. So once you save, your business area has been defined. So this is how you need to create your enterprise structure that we have been talking about a while back. So this is what we have been talking about, that you need to create a group company, that is a company in SAP. Then you need to go for creating a business, a company code, and within the company code you need to create business area. So within a company code you can have n number of business area depending upon your requirement, how you want to have those reports or the reporting has to be done. So the most important part is business areas used is that at the end of the day, at the end of the month, you can have reports, you can have the financial statements and even the income statements on the basis of the business area, and which can give you uh, a reason to reason or plant to plant wise detailed financials, and the management can take internal decisions on the basis of that. So moving up to the next step of the enterprise structure is credit control area. The credit control area is an organizational entity which grants and monitors a credit limit for customers. A credit control area can include one or more company codes. So the credit control area is used as a credit management for the accounts receivable and sales and distribution part in the SAP system, so as to restrict the credit limit to the customers, and it can be reviewed. The credit limit can be monitored for the customers and it can be changed later on as per the creditability of the customer accordingly. So you need to maintain the credit control area with respect to the customers for the company code. So using the credit control, you can minimize your credit risk by defining a credit limit for the customer, and in that case the chances of getting bad debts or chances of getting the outstanding receivables or bad debts can be minimized. So you can define or you can assign the same credit control area to more than one company code as well, even, and the same credit control area can be used for multiple company codes, but one particular company code cannot have multiple credit control area. So to a company code only one credit control area can be assigned. So let's see how we can create a credit control area into the SAP system. And as per the configuration steps, as you can see, we need to define the credit control area, and then we need to assign the credit control area to the company code as well, so that the relationship can be set and the credit control area can be becomes applicable to the company code. The credit control area is here. We can execute. Now we can define our own with the help of new entries. So in this we have to fill a 4-digit alpha 4 character alphanumeric code. Now suppose I put up again is 1200. Why? Because I always want my company code to be taken up the same code with the others, so as not to get confused with too many codes. Currency USD. You don't need to fill this particular part because this is for sales and distribution module. Now coming up next, risk categories, again you don't have to take it. This has been defined with the help of credit management, which is a different module. What you have to do over here is just to define the credit limit for the customers. So the limit which you define over here, suppose I put it over here as 1 million. That can be taken up over here as a tolerance for the customers has been defined. Now I can save this. So the tolerance for the customers have been defined as 1 million. If you want to increase it, you can increase it over here. If you want to reduce, you can reduce it as well. Now after it, we can save it over here. Data was saved, means your tolerance, your credit control area has been defined. Now you need to assign the credit control area to the company code. So moving up, we have not the description need to be filled for the credit control area, so we always have to put it over here. Suppose my company code is 1200, so I put it as 1200, and now we'll be saving it. Again going back, now I need to assign it to the company code, so I have to go to the assignment. So collapsing the definition and then going to the assignment, expanding the financial accounting, and then assigning company code to the credit control area. So execute, and in this you can search your company code with the position. Your company code is 1200, enter. Now over here you can define your credit control area which you just created. If you don't remember, you can press the F4 button on your keyboard, and the list of all the credit control area will be reflected, in which you can search your own, and you can double click on that and it will be selected over here. Now once this has been done, you can save it, and your linkage between the credit control area and the company code is defined. So as of now, we have completed with the enterprise structure setting. This is your organizational structure, and that is what we have defined in SAP just now, as we have seen. So we can go back now. As you can see, the plant 1, 2, 3, 4 has been created. So this is how you need to create your enterprise structure similarly, and this is what all about which we have covered in the first training of the SAP FICO part. So we'll see you with each of these topics covered from the next training sessions. So till then, take care. Thank you.